End of the series, your thoughts on kind of a rough day to get it going there in the first few innings.
Yeah, we put ourselves in the corner, man. We got backed into it early. We weren't aggressive on the mound. All the walks, all the free bases. I think the leadoff guy, I think we walked him, 3 or 4 innings in a row. And just put ourselves, we were on our heels. And give them credit, man. They manufactured, they scored runs when they had a chance to score runs. And it gave their pitcher kind of a free pass to say, hey, I'm going to be aggressive in the zone. He's always aggressive. And we hit some hard balls at guys. They made some nice plays, but they earned it, man. They played better than us in all 3 areas. And when that happens, you're going to lose.
Even though this was a game where there were a lot of mistakes all across the board, what's it say about this team knowing that even in the very last at-bat, they still had a chance to tie the game?
Yeah, that's right. You got the tie and run, and so you can't, sometimes you say play the game, not the score. I thought today we played the score. I thought we were pressing. There was a lot of anxiety. There was a lot of frustration. It's like, the wind's gushing out. We're very offensive. Like, just put together quality at-bats. Just score a run here or there. Just win an inning here or there. And for a team that's been as offensive as we have the last couple weeks, that was a poor performance by our offense today. Our hitters have to be beyond frustrated with a lot of bad at-bats. We just threw away a lot of at-bats today.
When you have a late scratch on a start like you did today with Patrick Forbes, how much does that impact the guys at all, especially when you throw a guy like Parker, hey, last minute, get out there?
I felt bad for Patrick.
Yeah.
I was excited. Like, oh my gosh, like, here's an opportunity, man. Run out there and we trust you. Next guy up. And with our depth and all the bullpen pieces, like, man, I hate it because you feel like you passed up a golden opportunity. It's like you should be foaming at the mouth for these type of situations. So I felt bad for Patrick, but I didn't feel like, oh my gosh, the world's coming to an end. I was like, man, what a great opportunity, and we've been preaching, be ready, be ready, be ready. And it wasn't by lack of effort, but I just think these young guys, they're gonna have to learn, they're gonna have to grow up quick. Brendan McKay missed a start, and we went to Nick Bennett, a freshman, on a Friday. Said, here, you're gonna start this Friday. We won that game. Like, Nick Bennett competed his tail off. Like, I hope these young guys realize the opportunity they have and prepare themselves to, when their number's called, to give us a chance. Just give us a chance. You don't have to be perfect, but really put ourselves behind the 8 ball today.
How does a game like this kind of impact the upcoming week, or a game where you had to go put out 5 relievers and you got a 5-game week coming up? How does that impact the game?
I don't. Good news, you got Carson Liggett. We got a lot of talented guys. So they're obviously going to have to be aggressive in the strike zone. What did we walk 9 today? It's just a recipe for losing. Free bases. Threw a ball away to first, let the guy go first to third. Guy hit a double. We didn't pick the ball up in the outfield. We let the guy go to third. We had 3 ground balls in the infield with the infield up, and we got one guy out. We let the other guy score, and then one time we didn't even get an out. So it was just bad baseball. So I'm excited and glad we get a chance to play 2 midweek games. As much as I'd love to practice, man, let's run out there and play, and let's play the game, the winning baseball. It starts on the mound. You got to play defense behind these guys, and you got to have better at bats, man. We threw away a lot of at bats. Take nothing away, man. Their pitchers did a nice job, man. They were aggressive in the zone, and we got to that second guy a little bit. We just couldn't get that big hit.
Does that frustrate you a little bit? I imagine it does. You guys came, to work today in a business type attitude, obviously, and you've talked about, good teams play well on Sundays, and they weren't able to do that today.
Yeah, it's always frustrating because you believe in your kids, and but you also respect the game and you respect your opponent, and you got to earn it. You have to come out and earn it. We didn't earn it today. They earned it. They played better than us, so it's a loss. So that's why I'm anxious to see how we bounce back on Tuesday against an opponent that's come up here and played really good the last couple of years.
Obviously, losing today stings, but you still clinched the series, and throughout most of the non-con slate, the teams look pretty good, go on that 10-game winning streak. So far through non-con with ACC play coming around the corner, what are some of your collective thoughts on the team right now?
We got talent. we obviously got talent, but you gotta. We know what winning baseball is at this point. I think we should know what losing baseball is at this point. So you're not going to win every game from here on out, but you got to earn it. And I don't, like I said, just frustrating today that we didn't do enough to earn it. So I like where we're at. I mean, we still got a lot of baseball to play. So a new season will begin on Friday. But like I said, I'm really looking forward to the Tuesday-Wednesday slate.
With some of those defensive miscues, did it just kind of seem like, whether it was errors or, like you said, a couple of them that weren't errors, but maybe you weren't able to get an out here or there on balls hitting the infield, it just kind of seemed to you like some of that stuff just kind of compounded, and sometimes you just almost you make an error, you get down on yourself, another error, another misplay, something like that can happen and kind of spiral on you a little bit.
Yeah, definitely compounded is a good word. You don't want to blame one area or the other. It's just contagious. We're not aggressive on the mound. We're walking guys. We're on our heels. We're not making plays in the field, and you're standing out there for a long time. Like when when we turned that double play, I thought, okay, I've been waiting for that play. I've been waiting for us to make a play like that. But it's team defense. It starts on the mound, and then you got to be on your toes. Now, hey, anybody can play behind Evan Webster. If you can't play defense behind Evan Webster, you can't play this game. But can you play behind maybe when a guy's struggling, when a guy's scuffling? And we could blame it on this guy, that guy, the other, but it's everybody. And so hopefully we can learn from, when a pitcher's struggling, when he's not in the zone, when there's free bases, when you're out there for long periods of time, can you keep it up and be ready to make a play? But if it were easy, everybody would do it. And it's not easy, as you saw today. And we were the culprit of not being aggressive on the mound, on our heels on defense, and you said it, just compounded to bad defensive baseball.
With the scratch start today, would you guys likely look to try to pitch Patrick during the week if he gets to feeling better, or hold him till the weekend?
That's a good question. I don't know. I'm sure let Coach Williams look at the pitching staff. Let's see where we're at. I mean, obviously we got Carson Liggett ready to go this week. So I'm not 100% on that, but like always, when Sunday hits, we look at all options for the week. And like I said, I'd like to think this pitching staff is chomping at the bit to run back out there and set the tone on Tuesday and Wednesday and get back on track.
Great.